You send an important message and then wait. Minutes turn into an hour, and the silence begins to feel heavy. Your mind rushes to fill that gap. You wonder if you said something wrong, if they're angry, or if you've managed to ruin the relationship entirely. Even though no one has spoken, your heart rate climbs, your stomach tightens, and your shoulder muscles lock into place. This raises a question about our design. When faced with an unknown outcome, the brain seems to avoid the best-case scenario and gravitates toward a disaster. This creates the central paradox of human anxiety. We experience a physical stress response to threats that exist only within our imagination. This happens because the brain's primary operating system prioritizes survival over emotional comfort. This chart illustrates negativity bias. For our ancestors, an unknown sound required an immediate choice. Assuming the worst meant survival. In this calculation, missing a threat was fatal, while a false alarm cost little energy. Evolution favored the oversensitive alarm system. We still carry that ancient biological hardware, but the triggers have shifted. There are no predators in your inbox today, yet an unanswered text can still trip a survival response. Modern anxiety is the result of an ancient, high-alert system firing off in a safe environment. This diagram shows a common cognitive error. The brain takes a what-if possibility and processes it with the weight of a guaranteed probability. That miscalculation triggers a vivid internal rehearsal of the disaster. Your mind builds a detailed scene of the worst-case scenario. Because the mental image is so sharp, your nervous system reacts as if the event is currently happening. You feel the fear before the situation has even resolved. This leads to emotional reasoning. The brain uses its own physical fear reaction as confirmation that the imagined danger is real. However, feeling afraid is only proof that your brain's internal simulation is convincing, not that you are in actual danger. Breaking this spiral requires accurate thinking, which focuses on evidence rather than forced positivity. You start by separating the raw facts of a situation from the narrative your brain builds. In the case of an unanswered message, the fact is neutral. The reply hasn't arrived. The ideas of rejection or anger are speculative stories added by the mind. Forcing the brain to generate 3 alternative, non-threatening explanations, like the person being busy or away from their phone, recalibrates the sense of risk. Acknowledging multiple outcomes creates cognitive distance. It strips the worst-case scenario of its perceived certainty. Trying to perfectly eliminate every risk and predict the future keeps the brain locked in a constant state of high alert. Disarming the alarm system often requires accepting a specific phrase, "I don't know yet." Uncertainty represents a gap in information. It is a neutral state, distinct from actual danger. A negative thought is a possibility generated by an overprotective system. It carries no weight as evidence or prophecy. Your evolutionary alarm will continue to sound, but you have the authority to decide if the situation requires a real response.